she don't care what you think. Granniopteryx, granniopteryx, she knows the truth, she's linking every link.
Hello. The British are not naturally a flag-waving nation, at least not until recently, and there are particular reasons for that. It's because we didn't need the flag, because we didn't just have a flag to embody our national identity. What we had was a royal family. In every courtroom and council office and in schools, there wouldn't be flags there on the wall. It would be something like this. So this, if you don't recognise it, is an official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and she wore the symbols that united the kingdom. Now, recently there's been a new official portrait of the King, and The Guardian, of course, takes great and malicious pleasure in that headline there. Over 46,000 public bodies spurned offer of a free King Charles portrait. And as I say, The Guardian reports this with much glee, and normally I'd be irritated with The Guardian. The Guardian irritates me a lot. But in this case, I can't say I'm as irritated by it as I should be, because it's become obvious to most British people that this person here may be festooned with medals and symbols, but they're not medals and symbols for fighting our corner as British people. He seems far more interested in talking about other things than British history. And so, instead of the royals, we're flying flags. And that's rather sad, isn't it? I'm Granniopteryx. Please like this video. Please share it. Please subscribe to my channel. But yeah, click that like. It really helps the video. And if you want to help me financially, then all the methods whereby you might do that are listed in the description. Okay, back to the flags. As some of you know, I went to Stanford University, and at one point we'd been in America a year or so, and my mother came out to visit, see what things were like. And while I was driving her around, she pointed straight away to the flags which seemed to be flying on every porch in the suburban area we were going through. I don't know about now, California has changed quite a bit, but my mother noticed that straight away, and she thought it creepy. She said something like, "They're flying flags all over the place here. You know, outside shops and at the end of driveways and over porches and all the rest of it." And it was definitely very much not a British thing to do that. You might fly a Union flag, when the Queen came to visit to open something or whatever. You might see flags, especially on the Mall in front of Buck House or something like that for special occasions. But Britain, well, as I say, it's not a flag-flying country. But we appear to be having something of a flag rebellion now. And it's not the royal family, which it used to be. It's the flag. That's a Republican thing. And it really shouldn't be happening. And unless the king wises up, it could get worse. So, I'll just give you a couple of, they're reactions. So, as you see here, the flags being flown here in the demonstration in the town of Epping, where the determination and cohesion of the local people prompted their representatives on the Epping Forest District Council to find a way of getting rid of the migrant hotel imposed on Epping by the Home Office. They did that simply, by the way, the council did that simply by quoting the planning permission rules. Like most things, the simple answer is the best. And then we have this in Birmingham. A man paints the George Cross on a roundabout. There's the police going past very slowly. I think this man is being prosecuted for criminal damage, and it didn't take the council very long to get a cleaning wagon out there. The council said it was dangerous. I have an idea they were worried that certain people who hate the George Cross might have tried actually driving over it, which would have caused some traffic problems. But this was a response to the appearance of Palestine flags all over Birmingham. And the British people are starting to wise up to the idea that there are certain groups in this country who are not interested in the interests of this country. Hang on a minute, I've just remembered something. OK, so we have this here. This man is Muthin Ali. He's a resident of Hare Hills, which is, I think, now just part of the Leeds conurbation, used to be its own little town. Anyway, he was running for local councillor for the Green Party. And what are local councillors supposed to do? Well, they're supposed to deal with potholes in the roads, they're supposed to deal with parking issues, they're supposed to deal with local services like maybe schools or old people's homes or various facilities, social facilities. They're supposed to look after the needs of the local people in that local area. And Muthin Ali was also a member of the Green Party, so you would expect him to be also dealing with green issues in that area, pollution and that sort of thing. What does Muthin Ali say when he's won his place on the council? This is a victory for the people of Hare Hills. I'm going to make sure that children are well educated. I'm going to make sure that old people are well taken care of. I'm going to make sure that the buses run on time. No, this is what Muthin Ali says.
We will not be silent. We will raise the voice of Gaza. We will raise the voice of Palestine. Allahu Akbar.
We will raise the voice of Gaza, we will raise the voice of Palestine, and Allahu Akbar. Yep, that was his emphasis on the people, on what's good for the people of Hare Hills. And the last time I heard from our king, he was wishing every Muslim in the country Ramadan Mubarak. He seems completely divorced from the British people. And so it's absolutely no surprise that the British people are taking things into their own hands. And they're not waving King Charles about, they're waving flags about, because that is our symbol of last resort. And I'm finding this particularly saddening. But it's probably as reasonable a reaction as anyone could expect in the circumstances. Till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.